Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see Oracle database performance tuning tips and overview. Later, we will see root cause, problems and solutions. Just a overview in this video. We are going to discuss about. Let's go to the topic. What is database tuning? Database tuning is a group of activities used to optimize the performance of a database. Goal of the database tuning to maximize use of system resources, to perform tasks as efficiently, to work rapidly as possible. And also Oracle database performance tuning includes improved database performance under response time, minimize downtime and expenses, make the best use of current hardware and software, achieve your scalability and performance goals, reduce future risk and poor performance. Why and when should one tune? Slow physical I/O caused by poorly configured disk, caused by unnecessary physical I/O, caused by poorly tuned SQL. Excessive CPU usage, it means that there is little idle CPU on the system, caused CPU on inadequately sized system, caused by untuned SQL statements, caused inefficient application programs. Latch condenser. Rarely is latch condenser tunable by configuring the instance. Rather, latch condenser usually is resolved through application changes. Right? Causes for low performance. Bad connection management, bad use of cursor and the shared pool, bad SQL, use of non-standard initialization parameters, getting database I/O wrong, redo-log setup problems, long full table scan, high amounts of recursive SQL. So here is that SQL tuning, stage by stage diagram, OS tuning, storage tuning, memory tuning, network tuning, application tuning, SQL tuning. This is overall performance tuning. Alright. Where should we do that tuning? Database design. Poor system performance usually results from a poor database design. One should generally normalize to the 3 normalization form, 3NF. Selective denormalization can provide valuable performance improvements. Second thing, application tuning. Approximately 80% of the all Oracle system performance problems are resolved by the coding optimal SQL. Memory tuning. By properly size your database buffer, shared pool, buffer cache, log buffer, etc. By looking at your wait events, buffer hit ratios, session swapping and paging, etc. Disk I/O tuning. Database files need to be properly sized. Also look for a frequent disk shorts, full table scan, data fragmentation, etc. etc. Eliminate database contention. Study database logs, latches and wait events carefully and eliminate where possible. Tune the operating system, monitor and tune operating system, CPU, I/O and memory utilization. Okay. Optimization, the optimizer. Here is a pictorial describes optimizes inputs, table and index structure, coordinating estimates, object statistics, DB parameters and config, I/O and CPU estimates, system statistics and cost estimate. Database statistics. Database statistics provide information on the type of load of the database as well as the internal and external resources used by the database. Performance data statistics, SQL, time, model, weight, stats, metrics, session. Wait events. Wait events are statistics that indicate that it have to wait for an event to complete before being able to continue the processing. Common examples of the waits: application logs wait caused by row level locking, commit waits for redo log wait confirmation after a commit, idle signifying the session is inactive, network waits for data to be sent over the network, user IO wait for logs to be read off your disk. Time model statistics. The reader sets time underscore model and the reader sets underscore time underscore model views provide time model statistics. The most important of the time model statistics is DB time. This statistics represent to the total time spent in database calls and is an indicator of the total instance workload. It is calculated by aggregating the CPU and wait times of all sessions. DB time is measured cumulatively from the time that the instance was started. For example, an instance that has been running for 30 minutes would have 4 active user sessions whose cumulative DB time approximately 120 minutes. So it is calculated like 4 into 30. Active session history as such. The VDollar active session history view provides sampled a session activity in the instance. Active sessions are sampled every second and are stored in a secure buffer in a SGA. Active session includes any session that was on a CPU at the time of sampling. System and session statistics. A large number of cumulative database statistics are available on a system and session level through the VDollar state and Visual State views. Operating system statistics provide information on the usage and the performance of the main hardware components of the system as well as the performance of the operating system itself. It is always best to consider operating system statistics as a diagnostic tool, similar to the way many doctors use body temperature, pulse rate, and patient pain when making a diagnosis. Right? Operating system statistics include the following: CPU statistics, virtual memory statistics, disk statistics, network statistics. AWR, Automatic Workload Repository. The Automatic Workload Repository AWR collects, processes, and maintains the performance statistics for a problem detect and self-cleaning purposes. This data is stored both in memory and databases. AWR includes time model statistics, that is VDollar_sys underscore time underscore model and VDollar_sys underscore time underscore model views. Some of the system and session statistics collected in the VDollar_sys state and VDollar_sys state views. Active session history ASH statistics representing the history of the recent session activity. AWR automatically generates a snapshot of the performance data once every hour and collects the statistics in the output. Metric. A metric is defined as the rate of change in some cumulative statistic. That rate can be measured against time transaction or database calls. For example, the number of database calls per second is a metric. A history of the recent metric value is available through VDollar views and VDollar SQL underscore plan used to display the execution plan of a SQL statement. After the statement has executed, you can display the plan by querying VDollar SQL underscore plan view. The VDollar SQL plan statistics view provides the actual execution statistics for every operation in the plan, such as the number of output rows and elapsed time. Here is the weight event area, possible cost, examine. Buffer specifies area, buffer cache, divider, possible cost, depends on the buffer type, pick a index and the sequences. Examine VDollar session underscore wait clock which is occurring. Free buffer weights, buffer cache, divider, IO, slow divider, write time and OS states, buffer cache states, DB file scattered rate, DB file sequential rate, IO SQL tuning, poorly tuned SQL slow IO system, VDollar SQL area disk reads, VDollar file state read time. NQ waits, NQ logs depends on NQ type, VDollar NQ underscore state. Library cache wait latches SQL parsing and sharing, VDollar SQL area pause calls, child cursors. Log buffer space, log buffer and IO, small buffers, low IO, VDollar state, redo buffer allocation, retrace, disk. Log file sync, over commit IO, slow IO, unbatched commits plus rollbacks from the VDollar state disk. Alright. Explain plan. The explain plan statement displays execution plan for a select, update, insert, and delete statements. A statement execution plan is a sequence of operation Oracle performs to run the statement. The row source tree is core of the execution plan. It shows ordering of the tables, access method for each table, join method for tables, data operation like filter, sort, and aggregation. The plan table also contains information optimization such as the cost and cardinality of each operation, partitioning such as a set of adjust partition, parallel execution such as distributed method of the join inputs. Plan underscore table output table. The plan underscore table is automatically created to hold the output of explain plan statement for all users. Plan underscore table is the default sample output table in which is explain plan statement insert rows describing execution plan. While a plan SQL table is automatically set up for each user, you can use the SQL script utlx plan or SQL to manually create a local plan SQL table in a schema. Right? Usage of explain plan. To examine a SQL statement that is a select query. Example using explain plan, select employee ID such as like, okay. Here is the explain plan output that previously running we are running that select statement. That select statement, how it pausing out, how it goes to fetching the records. The explain plan will be clearly giving the output like this. So predicate information identified by operational ID. So 3 filter and 5 access and 7 access. So we need to look into it like one by one. We will see in next slide. Steps of execution plan. Step 3 reads all rows of the employees table. Step 5 looks up each job ID and job ID and peak indexes, finds the row ID of the associated with rows in the jobs table. Steps 4 retrieves the rows with row ID were returned by step from the 5 from the jobs table. Step 7 looks up each department ID and department ID in the PK index and finds the row IDs of associated rows in the departments table. Step 6 retrieve the rows with row ID were returned with step 7 from the departments table. The following steps in the example operate on row returns from the previous row stores. Step 2 perform in the nested loop operation on job ID in the jobs and the employees table accepting rows sources from step 3 and 4. Joining each row from step 3 source to its corresponding row in step 4 and returning the resulting rows to step 2. Step 1 performs a nested loop operation accepting sources from step 2 and step 6, joining each row from the steps 2 resources corresponding row in step 6 and returning the resulting rows to step 1. So here is step 1 to step 7 we have explained here. Full table scan, FTS. This type of scan reads all rows from a table and filters out of those do not meet the selection criteria. During the full table scan, all blocks in the table that are under higher watermark are scanned. The higher watermark indicates the amount of used space or space that had been formatted to receive data. Each row is examined to determine whether it satisfies the statement where class. Okay. Row ID scan. The row ID scan rows specify the data files and data block containing the row and the location of row in the block. Locating a row by specifying its row ID is the fastest way to retrieve a single row because of that exact location of the row in the database is specified. To access a table by row ID, Oracle first obtains the row ID of the selected rows either from the statements where class or through the index time of one or more of the tables indexed. Oracle then locates each selected row in the table based on its row ID. Okay. In this method, a row is retrieved by traversing the index using indexed column value specified by the statement. An index can retrieve the data from an index based on the value one or more columns in the index. To perform an index scan, Oracle searches an index for the indexed column value accessed by statement. If the statement accesses only columns of the index, the Oracle reads the indexed column values directly from the index rather than from the table. The index contains not only the indexed value but also row ID of rows in the table having that value. Therefore, the statement accesses the other columns in addition to the indexed columns, then Oracle can find the rows in the table by using either table access row ID or a cluster scan. On index scan types, accessing IO for blocks not rows, index unix scan, index range scan, index range scan differently, index strip scan, full fast full index scan, index joins, bitmap indexes. Single table lookup. Index or table scan, avoid accidental table scan, optimize indexes, best combination of concurrent indexes, optimize necessary table scan, vertical horizontal partitioning. So here is that a single table index. Concurrent index effectiveness. Here it is a SQL select query and how it is goes with that concurrent index effectiveness and bitmap indexes how it is goes with the trace. There is a pictorial diagram. It's explaining with the bitmap indexes. Vertical partitioning. This is a customer table. Both the customer table. So how it is happening in the vertical partitioning? It's explained in the pictorial diagram. Joints, optimizing joints. Best join are eliminate row as early as possible. Join type, nested loops, optimize the join index. Short merge, avoid especially if memory storage is scarce. Hash join, avoid multi-pass execution. Bitmap join index. Employees table and department table. Here is that output. Create bitmap index. So that is sales and R&D marketing columns. We have created indexes. So bitmap join performance, here it is. The select query is running. It's a logical IO and access path. It's described. Shorting what we expect, like memory short, single pass disk short, multi pass disk short, PGA memory available, and time model statistics. Okay, and then finally, top 10 Oracle SQL tuning tips. Design and develop with the performance in mind. Establish a tuning environment. Index wisely. Reduce parsing. Take advantage of cost-based optimizer. Avoid accidental table scan. Optimize necessary table scan. Optimize joins. Use arrays. Parsing. Consider PLSQL path tricky SQL. Okay. Thanks for watching Oracle F1 channel. Please do subscribe, share, like, share and subscribe. Share your DBA networks, and we will see you all in the next video with performance tuning.